Hello everyone and welcome today to a very big clash in the Adelaide Football League. A clash that's been anticipated all week between the Payneham Nord Union Football Club and Prince Alfred Old Collegians. Of course, a clash and a match that can decide the future of both teams going forward, and the relegation battle is well and truly alive in this one. Of course, Payneham Nord Union will go through quickly, starting in 8th position on the ladder, 8 points, 4 wins and 12 losses, 40.7%. We'll talk about that later if we need to. But for Prince Alfred, they're in 9th position, 6 points, 3 wins, 13 losses, and a percentage of 42.3. So a better percentage than Payneham Nord Union. But Payneham Nord Union with that 1 win extra, the 2 points extra, and here at home at Payneham Oval, if they win, they will be avoiding relegation, and it will confirm the relegation of Prince Alfred. So Prince Alfred, what they need to do is not lose this one, and they have a chance still to survive the drop. Prince Alfred next week will then be starting on top of Payneham Nord Union, but again, it's a percentage game. That 42.3% compared to 40.7% will come into play. We'll get more into that later in the match if we need to. But for now, it is just about if Payneham Nord Union can get the win here at home and survive the drop. Thank you to all our sponsors for today's match: Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, Classic Clashes, Custom Bow RTC, High Five E-Bikes, Dartfish, Jag Meatworks, Kimberley Resorts, and of course Archie's Thongs for the best player, as well as a $50 voucher to the Gully Hotel. Both teams fired up. We saw them running out to huge applause from their supporters, their teammates. The B grades just wrapped up here. It was Prince Alfred winning that one, so if the A grades can copy that, it will be a massive result. As we see the players getting in position, and we're about to get underway for the biggest match of the season for these two teams so far. Look out for Ned McHenry, of course, the player coach of Prince Alfred Old Collegians. He's confirmed to stay on next year no matter what happens, but he's playing today. He's had a few weeks where he just coaches, but this week he's out there and he's going to be important. And of course, plenty of other key players for both teams. We'll get into that a bit later on as we get set and get ready to get underway here at Payneham Oval. My name is Jad Gosson, and I'm your sole commentator for today's game, and it's going to be a fun one. So please stick around and share the link to all your family and friends, because we're underway here at Payneham Oval. Straight away in the ruck, Neil gets the tap and gets his own clearance into the forward line. Straight away in a dangerous position. Can they pick it up? It rolls through the legs of both players, their defence and the attack. Thought about going over the boundary line, but doesn't. Kicks it out nicely. Was Houston, but dropping the mark. Bauer. And it's going to be a stoppage in a bit of a dangerous position there. An easy mark, potentially. Looks like it's actually going to be the ball of Prince Alfred. Must be went over the line before he touched it. So it's a last possession rule. And Henry Slade lining up for the first score of the game. It's going to take his best. 45 metres on the boundary line. Through the middle. What a start here at Payneham Oval for Prince Alfred. Getting the first goal, the first inside 50, and immediately capitalising. Henry Slade with a massive goal. And just the start they would have wanted. They need to win to avoid the relegation, and they started just as they intend to finish. And of course, Jag Meatworks snag of the day gets a voucher for the best goal, and that could definitely be it. Straight away, the first goal of the game, Henry Slade. Again, back in the middle. We're just here a minute ago. Literally, another clearance by Prince Alfred. The midfield on top early, and another nice mark inside the forward line. Again, this time about 40 metres out, maybe more by the time he kicks it. Hugo Kelly, I believe, number 2. Lining up for the second goal in just over 2 minutes here for Prince Alfred. Kicks it along the vice-captain. Over the top of everyone, but it's to the right. Just a point. 0 plays 1 goal 1 7. 2 minutes 15 seconds. We're off to a hot start here for Prince Alfred. They've come out firing early. Trying to get some repeat inside 50s. The tackle held it long, I thought, but the umpire said no, play on. They get the ball anyway, do Payneham. Trying to get involved is Catalano on the bottom of the pack. Gets pinged on the ball there, so maybe a little bit unlucky. It's going to be going the way of Pritchard. With a big left foot kick. Inside the forward line again, great mark. Fantastic intercept mark there by the defender for Payneham. Bauer again. Couldn't take the early mark, which was uncontested, but this one was fantastic. Long kick along the wing. Trying to intercept it there was Singleton, but Payneham have the numbers. Long high kick to nobody in particular. Can anyone mark it? Not quite. Now Prince Alfred trying to get to work here to stop the inside 50. They do well. Clean handball, gets it out. And the bounce, a bit unfavourable, slips at the last second. It's going to be a boundary throw-in right in front of us here. On the balcony here at Payneham Oval. Both ruckmen going at it again, punched around by Neil. Now the inside 50 maybe by Payneham, not quite. It's a bit shallow. Smothered off the boot and it's going to be a free kick going the way of Payneham. And this will be their first inside 50. The ball going to Hockley. Inside 50, no mark taken. Over the top. Can they find a bit of space? But the defenders are right on top of them. It's going to be the umpire's ball. About 25 metres from the goal of Payneham. It's the most dangerous position they've been in so far. Punched away by the defender of Prince Alfred, but not far enough. There's still a big pack there. The left foot kick, beautifully done. Sails towards the goals, not going to make the distance. Wants to claim the mark or the free kick, but it's going to be play on. And Payneham find a way out. Find a way to Oliver Clark, who takes a good mark right in front of the scoreboard. The Kieran Hayaketsu scoreboard there. Clark just with a big kick down the line, does well. Oh, probably should have taken the mark there, did all the hard work to get free of his opponent. But good second efforts to Schmidt. Schmidt with the overlapping handball. Now the chip kick forward. Takes a good mark inside 50, just on the edge of the 50 metres though, so very hard angle. Probably looking to get a pass away here, doesn't see anything he likes. And it's going to have to go back and potentially try and kick it himself. Didn't look like he wanted to have the shot there. He marked it basically on the 50 metre line. And a very tight angle, but no options on for him. So he's going to have a shot. He'll take his best. That is his best. What a goal. Fantastic goal there. Was a bit hesitant to even have the shot in the first place, but in the end, it turned out to be a good decision. Finally turned around. It was Henry Slade with his second. I was waiting for him to turn around, and Slade, who kicked the goal from the other boundary not long ago, kicks one from even further back and on the other side of the boundary. So he kicked it from the left side and now the right side. One from about 40, one from 50. And now he has 2 nominations for this Jag Meatworks Snag of the Day. 0 plays 13, 6 minutes played in the first quarter. Payneham will want to get the next one, that's for certain. But Neil, once again, the ruckman getting clearance. But well done by Brad McKenzie. A rock in defence for them all season, and shows why they're just read it better. Kicks it along the wing nicely. Matt Nye, who handballs it out wide to Nunn. One of their better kicks. Beautiful kick inside 50. 2-on-1 situation. Over the top. Takes the mark. Claimed the mark. The umpire agrees. And I think that is the correct decision right in front of the scoreboard there. And it's going to be Paynham's first shot at goal for the game. 7 minutes in after conceding 2 goals. And again, quite a tight angle, but the distance shouldn't be an issue, about 30 metres out. Shot coming in now. Across the face and goes wide. Only the 1 point added. Still looking for their first goal of the game. But that was better. Isolated the 2-on-1 in the forward line and made the most of it. Just couldn't finish off their good work. Good kick out. Not a good kick out, I should say. It was intercepted by Bauer. He's had a good start. It's going to be an inside 50. Inside 50 that they capitalised with a great mark. Just read it well. Good lead-up play. Harrison Viney with the mark. 32 goals for the season, including 5 last week against Broadview. So definitely their key forward and knows how to find the goals. Viney with the kick, makes no mistake of it, and a very nice goal for Viney, and a much needed goal for Payneham Norwood Union. Their first of the match, reducing the margin. Last time these two played in round 8 of this season, Prince Alfred 55, Payneham Norwood Union 59. A very tight match which Payneham Norwood Union won by 4 points. Viney kicking 3 in that one. And a 4-point win. So definitely these two teams evenly matched. We see it from last time they played. We see it on the ladder as well. Just separated by 1 game with 2 rounds left. Payneham Norwood win. Payneham Norwood Union win and they're safe. And Prince Alfred get relegated. We'll see what happens. Another nice tap down by Neil. The clearance from Jolly. Lucky bounce, but immediately wrapped up there by Mackenzie. And it's going to be a stoppage. 60 metres out from Prince Alfred's goal. Looking for the inside 50. Just fumbled it slightly with Schmidt. Don't always say that about him. Now the kick forward, Charlick. Into the pocket, no mark taken. It's going to be a boundary throw in the pocket there of Prince Alfred's attack. We'll see if they can make the most of this, see if they can find a shot at a goal. Payneham will want to clear it any way possible. Payneham get their hands onto it first. He's wrapped up immediately. Another stoppage. This time, it's going to be the umpire to bowl it up. He does so. Payneham again getting their hands to it. They have an opportunity now, bouncing it through the middle of the ground with a nice kick. Just falls short, but still they have players here. Now the Prince Alfred players come to assist. It's going to be a big pack forming and a good strong tackle not to let them get out. It's going to be a stoppage. Lachlan Moore on the bottom of the pack. Altamere doing the tackling. Altamere again involved here. Kick forward. Just soccer kicked off the ground. It's going to be claimed a mark by Pritchard. Chips it forward to Jolly. Jolly out wide. Usually a great kick. To the advantage of Pitt. Starting in defence, Pitt, but he could definitely swing forward. We've seen that. Finds Clark, who kicks it forward. Nicely done. Finds something in like Schmidt. I think the ball was not intended for him, but he kept his eyes on it and he jumped in front of his teammate almost and took a beautiful mark. And Will Schmidt one of their better players for the year. Has an opportunity now to line up for goal. 6 times out of 12 he's been in their best, but didn't have his best kick on that occasion. Just a point. Dangerous kick out, but works out. Barely. Finding Kristansig, who goes out wide, back towards the middle, and it's 50 metres, 25-metre penalty. 25-metre penalty, did not notice that. It was a bit of a 1-2 with Kristansig. Thought they were playing on. So Kristansig takes his time and finds a teammate. Potentially get inside 50 here. Might be a shallow one. They do. It's a good kick. Cut off beautifully there by the Prince Alfred defender. Doing a mini switch here to Sumner, but it was a bit of a slow one, so just gave the opposition time to settle. That's going to be a free kick, yep. Just kicked it forward, and in the end was so very dangerously into a dangerous position. And because of that, they were desperate to not let Hockley get the mark, and in the end giving away a free kick. So it's going to be Hockley to line up for the goal from about 40. Matt Hockley starts left and goes even further out left. Still in, no score. Kick from the pocket. Punch through for a rush behind. But it was a good effort there. That could have been definitely a Snag Meatworks goal of the day. Jag Meatworks. Again, the kick in dangerous from Prince Alfred. They've done this a few times. They've got to make the most and not do that when they get the chance. Handballing it over to McHenry. Taps it forward. He's there again, getting involved. Handballs it out wide. But cut off by Payneham. Payneham with the kick forward. Have a chance. Good mark. Beautifully done. Sparkle. Plays on quickly. Spins around. Long kick into the pocket. But again, the defender there just to cut it off. Clears it from there. But again, to nobody in particular, just to a big pack. The handball cut off by Schmier, who can run. Takes the bounce. Handballs it over the top to a teammate. And now the forward kick. Inside the 50, they have a player free. It messes up and goes over the top of everyone and into an open goal. That's the goal for Bentley. The kick just to a big pack inside the forward line and bounces past everyone. And on the right side of that bounce was the attacker of Prince Alfred, and it was James Bentley with his first. One goal, 2-8, plays 3 goals, 2-20. 15 and a half minutes played in this first quarter. Alex. Trying to get the clearance. Schmidt again races away from the middle of the pack. Long kick to the goal square. Doesn't touch anyone, or does it? The umpire says it does. It's just going to be a behind. I don't think the attacker knew how big that kick was. Probably instead of trying to mark it, could have tried and smothered the defender out the way, but it will just be the 1 point added to the scoreboard. But Prince Alfred, every time they go forward, they look dangerous. Big tackle. It's going to be a stoppage, maybe a boundary throw-in. It will be a boundary throw-in on the far side here at Payneham Oval. The kick from Payneham towards the wing. A lot of players around this one. A big tackle. Was it dangerous? Was it on the ball? Was a bit dangerous. Umpire called it high. So Payneham have a chance now to go forward. Chip kick forward. Smart kick, I think. Nothing was on deep, so goes for a chip kick forward instead first. Now the long kick comes. Can they get to the end of it? Wagner's there. Handballs it out wide. Rahui, sneaky goal kicker, Gets caught high. So it is Rahui going to have a chance now. From about 45 metres. Two goals last time against Prince Alfred for Taj Rahui. He's going to have a chance to get his first. 45 metres out, not too much of an angle. Let's see if he can make the distance. Kicks it through, but to the left. It's just going to be the point, but he kicked it very hard to try and make the distance, that it didn't have the accuracy. And just the 1 point added. Prince Alfred with the kick in. They've been a bit dangerous from here. They've not always found the target. This time just straight through the guts. No mark to McHenry, but he does well. Schmidt. And now it's going to be Charlick. Kicks it forward. Looking for a mark. Again, no mark taken over the back of the pack. This time Payneham are in a position just to hit it out for a boundary throw-in. Right in the pocket, similar to the one we had earlier. Payneham did well from this situation earlier. They're going to have to be good again not to concede. Ball coming in. Payneham nearly getting their hands to it. Gets their legs taken out. Now the handball away from the forward 50. But again, right along the boundary line, just running out of room for another boundary throw-in. Ball coming in now. It's going to be Prince Alfred getting hands to it first. Now Payneham steal it. Kick forward. And tackled nicely. Play on, said the umpire. The kick just inside 50, just on the edge, so it's outside of it now. Nearly on the ball, but got the handball away late. Kicks it long towards the wing. Again, Prince Alfred got numbers. Good tackle. Disposed of it correctly, said the umpire. The crowd were not happy with that. The kick forward now, cut off beautifully. And Rahui's on the boundary line, running out of room. Bauer cutting it off in front of McHenry there. Beautifully done by him. He's been immense in this first quarter in defence for Payneham. And now boundary throwing right on the wing. Beautifully taken there by McInnes. Fraser Greaves, I should say, for Payneham. Number 9. Gets the ball forward. Morris. Along the ground almost, that kick. And the defender using his pace beautifully. Has to take a bounce, messes up the bounce, but has teammates there to assist. And the kick forward to nobody in particular is cut off by Payneham. Tackled as he kicked it, so it doesn't go as far as he would have hoped. But again, Bauer in defence and a few other cool heads like Houston getting involved to make sure they can't get the ball anymore. Hockley, that's a beautiful mark. Kicks it forward nicely and beautifully done again. So the mark was nice, the kick was even better. And sets up his teammate in Viney to have a shot at goal, and just the person you want their hands in it. In great goal kicking form, as I mentioned. 5 last week, already has 1 today. 32 for the season. For Big Harry Viney, he's going to have a chance again. He's going to kick it from about 50 metres on the paint, I reckon. Straight in front for Viney. No problem with the distance. It just drifts out wide. It is a point. The crowd wanted a mark on the line, but it was not to be. 1-4-9 plays 3-3-21s. Both teams missing a few chances they probably should have taken. Boundary throw in right Just outside the 50-metre line for Paynham's attack. Greaves in the ruck, nicely tapped down, getting involved again for seconds. And he could be involved here again. The inside 50 coming now for Payneham. Big fly from the back, no mark. Still alive here for the small forwards. Kicks it forwards. Viney's on the run. Needs to get on the end of this. His defender just a little bit faster than him. Rushed it out. It's going to be a boundary throw, and so still a decent position here for the Magpies to have a chance of scoring a goal. Ball over the top of both ruckmen. Jolly, strong in the contest. Good handball out. And now the kick out by Slade, the multiple goal kicker for Prince Alfred. Helping out in defence. Hockley again involved. And now it's Theo Durakulopoulos underneath that pack. And both of them slow to get up. Just a bit of a scrap, and now it's taken out the ruck by Greaves. He's been good. Neil started off great in the ruck, but Greaves has worked his way back into it. And as I say that, Neil gets a clearance, just bounces off a few bodies there. Could have been his own teammate even. So it's just going to be another stoppage. But we'll look out for this ruck battle all day. Both have been good in moments. It finds its way out the pack to Charlick, who gets a clearance towards the 50-metre line. Picked up nicely, spins around the corner, centering ball, sees something he likes. It's going to be McGuinness, but cut off by the defence, and he takes a bounce even. That's how much they like to use their running defenders. The halfbacks for Payneham have been important for them all season, and they were once again important for them so far. To Sparkle. Sparkle chips it forward. Another chip, this time to Morris. Morris, who's a good kick. Marks it nicely, just a great kick and an even better mark. Tom Wagner, the captain, stepping up for his team late in this first quarter with a great mark. And just some of their most consistent players getting involved. Morris in the best players, 8 of the last 14 rounds, and Wagner 9 of the last 13. And Tom Wagner with 19 goals for the season. Coming in now with the left and just sprays it. Uncut it. Unlike Tom Wagner to do that. It was a fantastic mark, not quite a fantastic kick there, but if he keeps marking him like that, he'll kick a few and it'll be dangerous for Prince Alfred. And I know it's early, still in the first quarter, but the goal kicking has not been a strong suit so far of Payneham. Hopefully that doesn't come back to haunt them. 1 goal, 5 so far. Prince Alfred clearing it from here. Nicely done, Wagner, to go back and take a great mark. And now with the left for the inside 50 instead of the shot at goal. Almost as bad as the shot earlier, unfortunately for him. It just lands in the lap of Pitt. Craig Pitt playing in defence at the moment, but he's also the second highest goal scorer for Prince Alfred when they swing him forward. It is called deliberate, I thought so. Right in front of us here. So it's going to be Morris with a big kick forward. Has a chance here, Giannini. Good strong contest. Prince Alfred get their hands to it. They're not quite out of danger yet. There's the siren to finish off this first quarter here at Payneham Oval. 1 goal 5, which hopefully won't come back to haunt them for Payneham. So 1-5-11 plays 3-3-21. An interesting first quarter. Prince Alfred coming out the blocks firing, and then Payneham settling late, but still can't make it count on the scoreboard. We'll be back after this short break. Welcome back here to Payneham Oval for the second quarter of this crucial clash in the context of this Adelaide Football League season. We're of course here because of the relegation battle. Payneham, if they win, they survive the drop, and Prince Alfred will go down. If Prince Alfred win, which they currently are by 10 points, then they'll be on they'll be out the relegation zone on percentage with a week to go. The umpire raises the ball, and we are back underway. A great crowd here at Payneham Oval to see this big match and the most important game of their season, potentially for Payneham, and a lot of home crowd here to cheer on their team. As we get a repeat stoppage early on. Could be another one now. Clark trying to find a bit of room, ends up handballing it sideways, and now the clearance comes. Can they start how they started the first quarter, got 2 goals in the first few minutes for Prince Alfred? 2 coming from Henry Slade. And again, a congested game. It's going to be another stoppage, this time on the edge of the 50 for Prince Alfred's attack. And another one. They got the kick out, but after the whistle, so it's going to be brought back in. Big punch there by the ruckman, and now the clearance from the Payneham player. Clark's again sat back there, almost a bit of a loose man back there. I'll keep an eye on that, but he's been getting his own when it comes to the intercept possessions. It's going to be the boundary throw-in. The player coach named McHenry there, wanting the ball, wanting the last possession rule, but the umpire said, no, we'll give it a throw-in instead. Neil, good battle in the ruck. Out wide to Nunn, who can't quite pick it up, and it's going to be another stoppage. I was having a look at some of the better players in that first quarter. I actually had both of the ruckmen from either team in my list of better players because they both performed very well at different stages of that first quarter. We'll see who comes out on top in that battle. Neil with a beautiful tap. Does go straight to the Payneham player, however, and Giannini, usually smart, does well to Theodorakopoulos. Long kicks intercepted by Pitt, who plays on quickly to Jolly. Just touched, so it's going to be play on. Jolly has to go to his second option, and that's the switch. It's on now if they want. Nicely done to Slade. Slade with just a bit too clever a kick, trying to be a bit too fancy. That's better from the Prince Alfred player. Just bombs it long to the goal square. Thought he took the mark. No mark taken. Plays on and sprays it from about 10 metres out. But he was not balanced when he tried to snap it around his body. Probably should have done better there, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say it wasn't the easiest kick despite the distance. Oh, bumped off the ball as he kicked it. And it's going to be a free kick down the line. Makes sense. A bit too late, that kick. A bit of afters as well. His teammates just telling him they didn't like that. And Payneham, because of this extra 50 metres, can have a shot. Goes wide. Still in, potentially. Still not rushed away. Now it is rushed behind, so it's just going to the point. But bit ill discipline there from Prince Alfred. They, instead of conceding the kick from their own defence, conceding it from the wing makes a big difference, and they're lucky to get away with it. And in a crucial match like this, you wouldn't want to do that too many times. Either a mark or a free kick paid, but it will be Mitchell Dean chips it forward. Finding a teammate, bounces just before, so no mark. Just don't need to mess around with it. Prince Alfred now, they finally don't mess around with it and just go long, and that's what happens. That's better by Prince Alfred. They'll kicking it, barely the required distance, handballing it left and right, fancy kicks. But in the end of the day, one of them decided, you know what, I'm just going to put it on my boot and kick it as long as and as hard as I can, straight to the full forward, who just takes a great mark. And because of that, they're going to have a shot at goal. 25 metres, straight in front, makes no mistake. Prince Alfred extending their lead. And it is another one for James Bentley. His second for the match. And he's the top goal scorer for Prince Alfred. So he was 23 goals going into this one. Now he's up to 25 goals. 4 goals scored for Prince Alfred so far in this match. Shared between 2 players. Slade has 2, now Bentley has 2. Nearly 6 minutes played in this second quarter. The ball back in play. This time tapped by Greaves. Bit of a congestion here. And it's a big pack of players forming, just tackles flying in everywhere. It's going to be a stoppage. And Rahui off the ball, just a bit off camera, in a bit of pain. Took a while to get up. Was holding his mouth, maybe worried about some teeth or maybe his nose or bleeding, maybe, who knows, but he's up and about now. Hopefully he's okay to continue. A key player for this Payneham team as we get a few stoppages in a row as I keep an eye on Taj Rahui. Doesn't look like he is coming off, so that's good signs for the Payneham fans watching around the world. Tapped down by Neil behind him. None of his teammates were there, just the Payneham ones. So they get the ball. Kristansig, or maybe did a hammy there. We'll keep an eye on that. Or should I say, we'll see if that's Giannini or Kristansig going to turn around. Now Rahui getting involved. He's up and about again. Nicely handballed, smartly done. And now the left foot by Nye to the pocket. Tries to take the mark, he does. Snaps around, plays on. And Viney with his second. And it is Giannini coming off with a hamstring, so we'll keep an eye on that. But in the meantime, a great team play there. Rahui, after getting knocked, he's up and about with a beautiful handball to Nye. And Nye's kick, even though potentially was trying to have a shot, Harrison Viney was there to take a great mark and kick his second. And a much needed goal for Payneham. Jolly now with the clearance to try and respond. Good lead there by Kelly. Hugh Kelly, the vice-captain, plays on quickly to the goal square. And James Bentley, too easy. Had all the time in the world, set himself up, jumped whenever he wanted to jump, and took a chest mark right in the goal square. And Bentley, who's already got 2, taking basically an uncontested mark in the goal square. Payneham defence are going to have to be better than that. He comes in now, he makes no mistake, and it is third on the board for Bentley. And after all that hard work by Payneham to get that goal, it is undone pretty quickly by James Bentley and Prince Alfred. 2 goals, 6-18, plays 5-4, 34. 9 minutes played in this second quarter. Thanks to all our sponsors: Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, Classic Clashes, Custom Bow RTC, High 5 E-Bikes, Dartfish, Archie's, Jag Meatworks and Kimberley Resorts. The Rocks go at it once again. That time was a flip a coin, just bounced between them. The clearance goes away at Prince Alfred, however. We've seen him dangerous from this position. Looking for the mark, wanted to push in the back, not to be either of them. Picks it up nicely off the ground and kicks it forward, but it's just a dribble kick and running out of room in the end was Houston for Payneham. Boundary throw in. But there's a whistle. Maybe a bit of an injury or someone down in the contest there, but he's up now and they're good to go. And again, that contest just running out of room and over the line, and giving him a bit of push over the line was the Prince Alfred player, and a few players not happy about that from Payneham, defending their teammate. But he's going to be play on as soon as the umpire throws it in the air. Tap down by Greaves. Prince Alfred trying to get the snap away, but a bit too keen to get the ball, and gives away the free kick instead to Rahui. Rahui out wide, but playing in front there and stopping the mark being taken. Was the defender, I believe, Lachlan Moore. Rahui now using his pace, gets it out of the contest. None of the ruckmen touched it. Into the forward line now. They've got the numbers, Prince Alfred. And they make no mistake using the numbers to get the clearance away back to where it came from, and cut off by Nye for Payneham. So it's going to be potentially a repeat inside 50. It's going to be a shallow one if it is. Barely doesn't quite make the inside 50, but they still have a good contest. Now the inside 50 comes. It's a one-on-one. Oh, gets his hands up, just couldn't take the mark. But good effort. Still in trouble here, Prince Alfred. Messing around with it a bit. They get a free kick in the back. A pressure relieving free kick. They were under pressure. They were in danger there. But Clark with the ball. Goes to the far wing. Trying to get a spectacular mark there. I think it might have been a paid or maybe a free kick. But either way, it ends up in the hands of Prince Alfred, who just chips it forward. Now Pitt. Craig Pitt again just with the short kick. Mitchell Dean. They're happy to just kick it around, find the right target up forward, not just kicking it randomly. Now they do that. The lead by Bentley has the one hand up. Was it grabbed the other one? No. Said the umpire, and now the kicked away. Just soccer kicked it out of danger for Payneham Norwood. And it's going to be an opportunity here for a counter-attack. The left foot, Kristansig, could have been cut off there, should have been cut off. It's not. They're still in trouble. Now the kick comes. It's going towards goal, just to the left there for Sparkle. But the counter-attack was nice. The defender there probably should have taken the intercept mark, dropped it, created the opportunity. But once again, a miss, and 2-7 for Payneham. Like I said, could come back to hurt them. Haven't taken the most of the opportunities when they've had them. Both teams having 9 scoring shots, 2-7 plays 5-4. But the 3-goal lead for Prince Alfred is due to the goal kicking. And they have a chance again here. The long kick, now the kick forward. And he does not make any mistakes there. And beautifully done there by Schmidt, who gets a goal and a reward for effort. He's probably been their best. And he shows why they're a bit of an interesting play. I was mentioning about the goal-scoring woes of Payneham so far, and there was just one massive kick that just sailed further than anyone expected, over the top of everyone, and landed basically in front of Schmidt to run onto. He took about 3-4 steps himself and finished it truly. 2-7-19 plays 6-4 40. 21 points the margin. And Payneham are going to need to kick the next one, you'd think. Not just for the scoreboard, but for their confidence. Kicked forward by Sparkle. Looking for the mark. No mark taken. Still alive here for Hockley. And a big pack forms immediately. Stoppage right on the 50-metre line. And Payneham, I think they're going to have to score with the next inside 50 just to get that confidence back. This was a good kick to the leading player. No mark taken. Still in a dangerous position. Going backwards to go forward. Tackled from behind. It's going to be a free kick. I'm not sure if it's on the ball. I think it was a throw the umpire called it. So Prince Alfred again, good pressure in the defence. Getting their hands in the right people. Jolly, one of the best kicks in the whole league. To Schmidt, who's in good form. Long kick forward. Almost a 2-on-1. Prince Alfred have the numbers. Once again, kicking to the advantage of Bentley. No mark taken. It was good from the defender to stop him. Still a bit of work to do here for Payneham in defence. Gets wrapped up. The umpire will come sort him out. And Payneham can't concede here. And a repeat stoppage in basically the same position. Punched away there by Greaves. But it's going to be an inside 50 for Prince Alfred. Cut off nicely. The kick, not as nice as the mark. They need a bit of communication here, Payneham. Eventually they get it out, but just to nobody in particular. Getting on the end of it there is Sanzo. Sanzo with the kick forward. It's a good position here for Payneham if they get their hands on it. Still a bit of work to do. Chris Dunstig does nice to Nunn. Nunn thought about shooting, instead handballed it out wide. And in the end, it's going to be a free kick. Which way is it going to be paid? It will be to the defence once again. And Schmidt helping out in defence. And Nunn probably should have had a shot. The kick, though, not from Schmidt, not the best. They're under pressure now, Payneham. Oh, caught high with Sanzo. Not sure exactly what happened there. Maybe just flung his arm back to stop him, stop Sanzo tackling him and gets caught high. But they stopped play just for a moment to get him off because he's right in the middle of where the ball is right now. So again, another one we'll keep an eye on if they end up coming back on. It looks not too bad. Just got caught. Just got caught a bit high. The ball's in player coach hands. McHenry down the line. Big fly. Probably should have taken the mark, but good efforts for the second efforts there. And Sparkle gets wrapped up by McHenry. And it's going to be the umpire to sort him out. But what a fly there. Could have been one of the marks of the year there for Will Schmidt. Now it's going to be Moore is in trouble, caught on the ball. They go in for seconds. They don't get paid. And the crowd is not happy with that one. I thought it would have been holding the ball as well, but then he went back for seconds and still didn't get rid of it. Not paid the umpire. And the home crowd are not happy with that non-decision there. But it's going to be the umpire to bowl it up. Payneham clearing it nicely. Rahui just couldn't pick it up cleanly enough, and just that split second of him having to pick it up twice meant that the rest of the players came, and it's going to be another stoppage. Greaves and nil. The ball not moving for a few minutes, and I reckon Prince Alfred won't mind this. They've got the 21-point lead. It's almost 20 minutes played in this second quarter. Half-time not too far away, and they won't be too upset about a few stoppages in a row just to stop the momentum and keep the crowd quiet for a few minutes. The ball bobbling around the middle of the ground. Good tackle there. And again, no holding the ball paid, and the crowd are not happy once again. That time, Jolly, I think, didn't have possession of the ball that long, so I don't mind that one. Here he is again, Jolly. Kicks it forward to nobody in particular. Takes a few bounces, trying to find its way out wide with a handball. Goes backwards. Now the kick from McHenry. Around the corner, doesn't make the distance, and punched away by the defence. Nicely done. Kept his eyes on it the whole way, which I think was important there, where the attacker of Prince Alfred took his eyes off it and began to wrestle. The defender did not. It will be a boundary throw-in. About 10 metres from beyond the full post. A dangerous position here. Finds his way back to McHenry, who has another chance. That time she's going to be holding the ball, yes. And the Bronx cheers from the crowd. They're happy to finally have a free kick in their eyes. Bauer with a great tackle on McHenry. That one was definitely holding the ball, and it was paid. Goes to the far wing, using the wings nicely to Wagner. Just bounces in front of him a bit too much. It will be a boundary throw-in, but they've made about more than half the ground territory from that free kick situation. Ball back into play. It's going to be a free kick again to Prince Alfred. So again, the crowd on the far side this time are not happy, as they are the ones closest to the contest, and they thought it was not a free kick, but it will be for Prince Alfred. Long kick. Great cut, great mark there to cut it off. And Payneham have a chance now. They need to do a bit of a counter-attack here, if possible. They have the opportunity. Trying to catch it there again. Schmidt, he's been all over the field, getting involved everywhere. The kick forward from Prince Alfred, inside 50. Takes a bounce. And it's going to be, again, Prince Alfred here with a chance if they get their hands onto it. The defence is there. They're going to have to be clean. Tackled without it, play on. And again, it's going to be a stoppage situation. 25 metres out, straight in front from Prince Alfred's attack. The clearance coming from the defence. And Payneham get their hands on it nicely. Good kick as well, looking for the mark. Beautifully done there was Harry Viney. Too far away to score, but they're going to have to go fast before the defence can settle. Kicks it to the pocket, and Pitt is there, reads it well. And as usual, Craig Pitt with a beautiful intercept mark. His kick to the wing just goes over the boundary line. It's going to be last possession rule. It's going to be Prince Alfred's ball there. I'm not sure exactly why. Might be a free kick in that contest, not sure, but it gets to Prince Alfred, who go long to a big pack. So it's going to be tricky to mark that one. Payneham can get their counter-attack now. Beautiful kick there. Finds Hockley. He's been good in this first half for Payneham, Hockley. A few players asking for it. He goes to the pocket, takes a bounce before he even reaches his teammate, so still alive. The centering ball cut off there by the defence, and a long kick forward. And now they have a player free in Kelly. Here Kelly takes the mark, wants to play on quickly, has a few options. He ends up going for the medium option, not the long, not the short. To Garrels, and Garrels' kick to a player with on his own, Joe Howard. And Joe Howard plays on quickly as well to McHenry. So a few players there that were free for Prince Alfred. They found a player in the middle free, they found a player inside the 50 free, and even when he marked it, he had an opportunity there to have a shot. Instead, decided to find another free player, this time in Ned McHenry, the player coach of course, former Adelaide Crow, delisted last year, came down and decided to coach some Adelaide Footy League. He's back next year, no matter what happens. And a beautiful kick there for McHenry. And Ned McHenry, with his first for the match, and just extending that lead further for Prince Alfred. 2-7-19, plays 7-4-46. 27 points the margin as we approach half-time. Back underway, Nunn. Haven't called his name too much, as I would have thought for Nunn, so he's going to have to get involved for Payneham if they want to come back into this one. Have a chance here. Rahui, he's usually pretty clever from this kind of angle. The kick just bounces before for a behind, and another behind to add to their tally. And I called it early that it could potentially be an issue, and it looks like it will be an issue for Payneham. 2-8-20. Just too many behinds for Payneham. One less scoring shot, but losing by 26 points. Jolly. The best kick in the Adelaide Footy League, I've called him, and we've already seen one on a couple of occasions so far in this match. Goes over the top to Schmidt. Just couldn't take the mark. But still alive here for Prince Alfred, who race away from the pack. The chip kick forward to Garrels. Couldn't take the mark. Ball still alive. Just for a few minutes, a few seconds longer, and it will be a umpire to come in and ball it up. Once again, just on the 50-metre line. Tapped down by the ruckman there. Over the top. No mark taken. The kick there, and there's the siren. So nothing else will be added to the scoreboard. 2-8-20, plays 7-4-46. 26 points the margin to Prince Alfred Old Collegiate in a must-win game for them, because if they don't win, they're relegated, and so far they're getting the job done. Payneham, if they win, they will be surviving the relegation, and they will not be in the relegation zone with a week to go. So they really need to step up, because things are getting testy for them. But so far, Prince Alfred, fair play to them. They've played well. We'll be back after this half-time break. Hello and welcome back to Payneham Oval for Payneham Nord Union versus Prince Alfred Old Collegians. 26 points the margin, going the way of Prince Alfred Old Collegians. And the rain has just begun as well, so that just adds another interesting twist to this chapter of football and this very, very important game for both clubs here in Division 1. As we look at the scores, it's 2-8-20 plays 7-4-46. So you can see straight away the goal kicking has been an issue for Payneham. One more scoring shot only to Prince Alfred, but they're winning by 26. So that just shows that goal kicking, in the end, makes a big, big difference. They're back underway now. Again, it's Neil getting involved with the kick. It's going to be another repeat stoppage. And I think it's safe to say that Prince Alfred will be happy they got this big lead before the rain has settled in. And there might be a lot of this stuff, so get ready. Neil tried to grab it out of the ruck one-handed, not to be. Looking to go forward with a soccer kick now, and another soccer kick in reverse. Nice job there to get free. The kick forward. Looking for a snap, or if they can find a way forward. Just a centering kick to the centre, which means they get an opportunity now for McHenry to kick his second. And he does his second for the match. And Ned McHenry, the player coach, with his second and leading from the front. 1 minute into this third quarter, they kick another one, extending their lead further. And Payneham already had a lot of work to do. Has just made it that little bit harder with another goal and also with some wet weather. Back underway. Neil with a nice tap. It's going to be cleared out by Sanzo. Looking for the mark. It's going to be paid a free kick. Going the way of Pritchard. Pritchard plays on quickly. The kick, though, however, straight into the hands of Max Bauer, of Mackenzie Bauer. Big kick for Payneham forward. They need to get the next goal, you'd think. It's a chance here, but again, Prince Alfred set up nicely behind the goal. McHenry now with the handball. Quick kick forward. No mark taken. Punched over. Has a chance here for Scott Bentley. Handballs it over the top to Garrels, who makes no mistake, and Garrels gets his first for the afternoon. Haven't called his name much, Garrels, but when he gets a chance, he usually does make the most of it. 2 goals last time they played. That was in round 8 when they actually lost to Prince Alfred. Prince Alfred lost to Payneham by 4 points. And 11 goals for the season coming into this one for Garrels. So definitely knows how to find the scoreboard. Very handy attacker for them. Two 8-20 plays 9-4-58. Another repeat stoppage in the middle. Off to a flying start once again, Prince Alfred. Just like the first quarter. First few minutes, got 2 goals. Set up the quarter nicely. Scott Bentley with a punch, and it's going to be another stoppage. Payneham here trying to get their hands on it. They do eventually. Just kicks it forward any way possible. Not really to anyone in particular, and Pritchard will take that all day in defence. Wouldn't hold the ball it is. Nicely done. Good tackle. Quick kick forward, touched off the boot. The umpire's calling it as well, so it's going to be play on. It might work out an advantage there because it was going to be the defender to get the mark. Instead, in the end, the pressure's too much. It's going to be umpire to bowl it up. 45 metres from Payneham's goal. They need to make the most of these kind of opportunities if they want to get back into this one. Picked it up nicely, a big tackle. Play on, said the umpire. Now the shot from Nye. In the back, possibly not. It will be paid. It will be paid a free kick, actually. It'll be paid a free kick where it should have probably been originally, I think. Free kick off the ball. It's down the field to where the ball was, but only by about 5-10 metres. They're arguing it should be down the field, but the umpire's going to make him take up from about 40 metres out, I think. A bit of a confusing situation. I don't know what's going on. It's going to be bowl up. The crowd just as confused as me, I think, with that one, waiting to see what happened. For some reason, it was called a bowl up. 40 metres out from where the ball eventually landed. Slade with the mark. Kicks it forward. Clark's there, as well as Scott Bentley. Has an opportunity now. Thinks about the pass. Instead, lines it up and finishes it nicely. Look at the celebration there for Scott Bentley. He's loving that one. Went for a bit of a tour there with the celebration. It is Scott Bentley with his first for the afternoon. Quickly, thanks to our sponsors, Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, Classic Clashes, Custom Bowl RTC, High Five E-Bikes, Dartfish, Archie's, Jag Meatworks and Kimberley Resorts. Another opportunity now for Payneham Union. They get it towards their 50-metre line. Spinning out of trouble, maybe caught high. The umpire says he will come and sort him out. Crunching effort there. Looking for the clearance. Around the corner. Can they find a mark? Beautifully done. Great courage. And he pays it, the umpire, rightly so. And a very, very good job there by Matt Hockley. He's been very good for Payneham, probably one of their better players this afternoon. And Hockley, with a courageous mark, has a chance to kick a much-needed goal for the Magpies. About 40 metres out, straight in front. The kick coming in now. Good kick, makes the distance, maybe just drops short. It might be a mark. It's going to be paid a mark, so well done there. Didn't let it just sail through from behind. Takes the mark. And now in the pocket for Tom Wagner. He decides to use the outside of the foot, check sides it through, and a much needed goal there. A much needed goal, and the crowd were up and about for that one. They knew how important that was. And it's going to be a goal there. Just trying to confirm exactly who that was. I believe it was Tom Wagner. We'll give it to him for now. But there is two Wagners out there, so just want to make sure I am correct. Here we go. He will finally... Yeah, Tom Wagner, that's the goal for him. The captain's goal there. Much needed goal for Payneham. They need to use that goal as momentum. Nunn with a beautiful kick. Usually it's not too bad. Right into the pocket, right where the scoreboard is. They're pushing hard, they're fighting hard, Payneham. A little bit too hard. It's going to be a free kick. But they need to get the hands in the. They need to get the ball in the hands of those type of players. Nunn, Tom Wagner, Catalano, Kristansig. These type of players can change the game for them. Good job there, Morris as well. Another one. Great smother. Good kick. Oh, just a bit wide actually. It's going to be last possession. But it's still in a bit of a dangerous position here, I'd say, for Payneham. They can try and lock them in, try and get some repeat inside 50s. And when they get the shots on goal, make the most of it, which they couldn't do in the first half. The ball bobbling around. Great tackle there by Garrels. It's going to be an umpire's ball. Outside the 50 for Payneham's attack. Prince Alfred trying to get the clearance. A few nice handballs in a row. A bit too easy there from the midfield for Prince Alfred. They find a way out. Kicks it to the advantage of a teammate. Joe Howard's there. But Payneham player did very, very well there. Mac Haynes wins a free kick. Finds Bauer. And Bauer looking for the switch. Good job, they get the mark. Tom Wagner, that's the hard bit. Now they just need to go. And now they get stopped a little bit. There's nothing really on. Just has to kick it long and high and hope for the best. And when you do that, you leave yourself open for an intercept mark. Bernardi there. Good defensive effort and a good kick forward. Prince Alfred going forward once again. They have numbers as well. Another nice mark along the wing. The rain's basically stopped for now. It's just a short shower. Inside the forward line. Big pack forms. Doesn't take the mark. It's still alive here. Bit of work for Payneham to do. They spin out of trouble. The handball out wide. Running out of room here. Trying to get the ball. Trying to get a possession. In the end, it will just be across for a boundary throw-in. 11.5 minutes played in this third quarter. 3-8-26 plays 10-4-64. The inside 50 once again. The leading player. Oh, should have took the mark. Didn't take the mark. Stands up and soccer kicks it. Unreal finish there, considering the circumstances. And Bentley with his fourth. James Bentley, that is. And just everything going the way of Prince Alfred so far in this one. Should have took the mark. Would have been basically a chest mark there. Didn't do so, but instead of standing up and panicking, soccer kicked it straight through the middle. And James Bentley with his fourth goal of the game. And after all that hard work to get the goal, they find a way to respond immediately. And the inside, straight away, they get another inside 50 thanks to the Ruckman Neil. He gets a clearance himself, and another opportunity to have a shot. Out wide. That was Hugo Kelly. Just bombs it straight through the guts. Neil's there again, gets a hand to it. Jolly, usually pretty clean, goes backwards to go forward from Charlick. Charlick's kick only short, back to Jolly, and now the long kick forward from Jolly. 2-on-2 in the goal square. Nicely read there and cut off by Brad McKenzie, who plays on, is smothered. And it's going to be a bit of a scramble here in the goal square. And now they find another one. Scott Bentley this time. And the usually very reliable there, Brad McKenzie, takes an excellent mark and then plays on quickly and gets smothered immediately. Again, just the little things for Payneham. They have been doing, last few weeks, they've been cleaner and they've actually been fixing some of these issues, but today it's all unravelled for them, unfortunately. And little things like that make a big difference. 3-8, 26 plays, 12-5, 77, 14 minutes played. Neil's been on fire the last few minutes. This time his tap goes to a Payneham player. It's a bit of a commentator's curse there. Payneham's trying hard, but again, just a little bit too clean there was Prince Alfred. Jolly to Charlick again, just like we saw a little bit earlier. Over the top. Well done there for an intercept mark. And wants the extra 25, he does. He gets to 25 metres, and they get a chance to potentially go for an inside 50. Chips it to Catalano. Catalano thinking of going sideways. In the end, he's going to decide just to go inside the forward line. Again, to nobody in particular, so it's just really a hidden hope. Sam Morris goes in for seconds and thirds. He never gives up. The kick forward by Bernardi. Scott Bentley, no mark taken, but again, good efforts there with second efforts and gets it out to a teammate who goes out wide. And now Schmidt thought about the 1-2. Instead, he decides to go on his own. He's trying to have the shot. Beautifully kicked, hit the post. Hit the post. He's trying to take away the kilo of sausages from his teammate, Henry Slade, but instead hits the post. And it's what a great shot there, but just hits the post on the way through. And as the sun is out now and the rain has truly stopped, but it hasn't quite stopped raining goals here for Prince Alfred. They go again. Schmidt just missed, just hit the post, goes again into the goal square, no mark taken, but we've seen before they can find a way, and they find a way again through Scott Bentley. He's got 2 in a row, and the Bentley brothers have the last 3 goals, 1 gone to James Bentley and the last 2 going to Scott. And this third quarter, it's all capitulated here for Payneham, unfortunately for all their fans here at Payneham Oval. 3-8, 26 plays, 13-6, 84. 1 goal to 6 in this third quarter so far. And that really is a painful sight for all Payneham fans watching. Neil with the tap again, the clearance this time Slade. So nobody in particular. Schmidt is once again there first. Even if he's not there first, he finds a way to make himself in front. The kick now around the corner. No Mark Kelly. Again, the second effort's good. The soccer kick in the air. Good cut off there by the defender. He decides to play on. Handballs it out wide. And good smother by James Bentley. Just to keep the ball inside their own forward 50. Nearly 18 minutes played in this third quarter, and it's been a nightmare third quarter for Payneham. Still a few minutes for them to rectify it, but the way things are going, looks like more likely for Prince Alfred. Long kick and rushed over for a behind. Long kick towards the wing for Payneham. Gets a free kick though, dangerous tackle, high tackle. Payneham have a chance. No one else? Taking their time, nothing on. It just almost sums up how they've been playing this quarter, and it gets cut off by Kelly, who plays on quickly. From one end taking his time, the other end playing on quickly. Just drops the mark there, Bentley, and it's going to be over the boundary line for a boundary throw-in. But Payneham had the ball forever. There was no movement up forward for them. No one really asking for it. No free players. And then as soon as they get the turnover, Kelly plays on super quick before anyone had time to think. It nearly worked out for them. Boundary throw in now. No mark taken. It's interesting to see the scoreline, how high that score can get, because percentage could make a really big difference to this relegation battle. If Prince Alfred win, which is looking quite likely, I think it's fair to say, they will go above Payneham on percentage. They already have 2% extra, plus whatever they win by today, meaning next week's matches are going to be very interesting in terms of a percentage battle, not only a win-loss battle. We'll get to that in a bit, but for now, Jolly over the top for Dean. Dean from outside 50, bombs it long into the goal square once again, playing in front nicely to defend with a punch. Still alive in a dangerous position. We've seen them do this kind of handballing, or they're trying to centre it with a kick. This time they go for the handball option. They get wrapped up. It's going to be a stoppage in a dangerous position, but no mark or anything taken like that. It's going to be the umpire's ball. Looking for a quick snap towards goal. They've done it a few times for Prince Alfred, but too much congestion. A chance here. Good tackle. Not on the ball play on. Payneham trying to get out of there, but Prince Alfred just a little bit more hungry with the way they're attacking it ferociously, not giving up on any of the balls, putting in second and third efforts. And Payneham had a chance there to escape their defence, but again, just tackling has been unreal. Ferocious, not giving up. Inside 50s cut off by Payneham. Now kicked forward by Theodorakopoulos. And it's going to be another stoppage, this time on the wing though. However, they got it out of their defence eventually, Payneham, without conceding on that occasion. So that's good. They just need to find a way to get it inside their forward line more often and finding shots to goal. And when they do get those shots, making the most of it. Potentially an opportunity here if they can be clean. Again, just a bit too fumbly. And a great tackle though, however, causes a stoppage situation. 22 minutes played in this third quarter. It's been all Prince Alfred, 6 goals to 1. Goes through the middle of the ground, straight into the centre circle to Clark. Oliver Clark sees something he likes, a little bit wide. Goes there, no mark taken. Payneham have some numbers here. Along the wing, chips it nicely to Mackenzie. Mackenzie bombs it over the top, no mark taken. It's in the forward line now. Soccer kicking along the ground. He's going to have to take at least another soccer kick, but it's almost 3-1 back there. And the defence for Prince Alfred had the numbers. But they rushed it. They were trying to rush it out. I think they were trying to rush it out for a behind there, but they missed the behind area. Ended up being a deliberate. So it's in the hands of Payneham. That's a rare mistake from the defence of Prince Alfred. They had 3-on-1 and they messed it up. And now having a shot at goal, obviously a super tight angle. But Payneham have an opportunity, and they've got the goal, a much needed goal for Payneham, and a rare mistake from the Prince Alfred defence might be just what Payneham needed to try and not only get a goal but get some hope, get some belief back into this team. And just before the three-quarter time, a much needed goal. Trying to see who kicked that one. But either way, a much needed goal. Whoever that was ended up kicking that one. I'll try and find out for you guys. Back in the middle. Can they get another clearance here? Payneham, that's better. The 1-2, and Nunn getting his hands on it. Beautiful kick forward, great mark. Viney flew, looked like forever there, just kept in the air nicely, and takes a strong mark as per usual for Harry Viney. Looking for 2 in a row for Payneham, which I can't say has happened too often. Viney has 2 already, the top goal scorer for the season, 32 coming in. Kick coming in now. Beautifully done, and nails that one. 2 in a row for Payneham, and after the mistake and the rush behind failing and causing a deliberate instead, the mistake from Prince Alfred opened the door, opened the belief. And it was number 22 getting the goal earlier, so that was Kristancic getting the goal, the first goal from that Prince Alfred mistake. And now 2 in a matter of 2 minutes for Viney to kick his 3rd for the afternoon. But more importantly, 2 in a row for Payneham, and taking the most of their opportunities, kicking that one from outside 50, the other one from the boundary, from the pocket. 5-8-38 plays 13-7-85. 33 points, but now they're up and about. Another clearance for Nunn. Viney flies once again, just can't take the mark. And now Payneham have a bit of belief about them. They look like a different team already. They've left it late. Can't be long left in this 3rd quarter, but it's an opportunity. If they can try and kick another one before the 3/4 time siren, will be massive. The rush kick just anywhere. Clark handles it backwards. They've got an opportunity now. McHenry, he's tackled on the ball. Maybe he didn't dispose of it properly. The umpire a little bit blindsided. It's going to be play on. It's going to be a boundary throw in. It's going to be a last possession rule, actually, so they're going to get inside 50. Rahoui, big mark, no mark taken. Can't be long left now in this quarter. The kick away. Schmidt's there, takes the pressure relieving mark. Don't think he was aiming for him, but that's just the way it went. Found its way in Schmidt's hands. Thinks about the switch. Eventually does go towards the wing. Nice punch from behind of the defender, and it's another stoppage. 27 minutes played, plenty of goals in this quarter. 3 goals for Payneham, 6 for Prince Alfred. Neil in the rock, punches it back towards the boundary line. It's going to be another boundary throw in again. 33 points the margin, but they've got a bit of momentum, Payneham. Getting in the hands of Jolly, always a smart idea. His kick falling just short of his player, and another stoppage on the wing. Right along the boundary line here. Wouldn't be surprised if it does eventually find its way out, but at this stage it's going to be another boundary throw. Another umpire will bowl it up. Free kick advantage, Prince Alfred. Long kick forward, good mark there by Oliver Clark. Versatile player, was playing defence a bit earlier, now he's up forward. Long kick to the goal square, Bentley. No mark taken. They got numbers. Oh, he tries to rush it and again just goes out, so it's going to be a possession rule. Houston there, Isaac Houston, trying to get the rush behind. Instead, it's going to be probably an out and full, whatever it was. It's going to be Prince Alfred's ball in the pocket, similar to what happened for Kristancic's goal earlier. He's going to take his best from here. Very tight angle. It doesn't. We'll see how he decides to kick this one. He's going to go for the check side and he misses, so just the behind. Luckily for Payneham, 29 minutes played, a long quarter this one. Plenty of goals in it. 3 goals for Payneham, 6 for Prince Alfred. And Payneham go long down the line. Great mark there by Wagner. They'll want to hurry up. Good kick. Can they find the mark? Viney, not quite. Sumner. Handy defender, does well. Good mark, not quite taken. It's going to be a free kick to Prince Alfred and go on the way of Joe Howard. Now Howard with the kick. Can they find a mark? Not quite. Schmidt's involved again. Clark. And there's a siren. After 29 minutes and 57 seconds, the siren sounds here for the third quarter. 3 goals in that quarter, 6 Payneham. Three goals to Payneham, 6 to Prince Alfred. So in the end, it's 5-8-38 plays 13-8-86. 1 quarter to go. It's 30, just over 30 points the margin, but they have kicked the last 2 goals, Payneham. So we'll see what happens when we come back after this short break. Fourth quarter about to get underway here at Payneham Oval. It is Prince Alfred winning 13-8-86 to the home team, 5-8-38, 48 points the margin. So you'd think it's pretty much over for Prince Alfred, but as I was mentioning earlier, percentage plays a big part in this relegation battle. Next week, Payneham Nord Union are away at Glenunga, who have nothing to play for. They can't get relegated. They can't make the finals. They're in no man's land. So definitely an opportunity there if they can try and have a bit more motivation in them and try and find a win or try and get the margin down. Because of the percentage, as I was mentioning, Prince Alfred are home, but to the best attack in the league, Golden Grove. They've got the most points and they've got the highest goal kicker as well in Lockie Pascoe. So an opportunity next week, and percentage could come into it. 48 points is not good for Payneham to be losing by in terms of already being 2% down on percentage. So we'll see if they can try and reduce that in this fourth quarter. The clearance now from Jolly, but cut off there by probably one of the better players for Payneham this afternoon, Mackenzie Bauer. Again getting involved there. Defence, Rahui. 1-2, back to him. Over the top, good mark. Tom Wagner. Long high kick. Good luck marking that one. No one can. It takes a bounce. Now an opportunity for Nye. Nye with a snap to the right. Just the 1 point added. We've said that a bit too many times for Paynham's liking, I reckon. 5-9 on the scoreboard. A high-scoring third quarter. 3 goals for Payneham, 6 for Prince Alfred. There was 6 goals to 1. Payneham with the last 2 goals of the game. So if they can get a few more, as I said, it'll be very important. Mackenzie Bauer again with a great intercept mark. Long kick forward, but again an intercept marker of their own through Pitt. See something likes Jolly. Jolly with another beautiful kick, probably the best kick in the Adelaide Footy League. I say it every time he gets the ball, but I like to remind people just how he keeps doing it is because it's not luck, it's skill. Over the top, long kick down the line, trying to spin out of trouble. Garrels does well. Handballs it to a teammate who was in a bit of trouble there, and he gets caught. Luckily for them, it gives away a free kick, so it's going to be a free kick for Prince Alfred. We'll see if they can find a target. They do. Taking their time, looking for the right option. Pitt. Long kick to a big pack of players. Again, good luck marking that one. No mark taken. They get an opportunity now to try and find a snap away if they can. The snap comes. It gets the mark. It will be a mark. I thought it might have been touched off the boot. The Payneham players are saying the same thing. I think they might have missed that one there, the umpire. I'm not sure. Obviously, they're a lot closer than I am, but thought the ball took a bit of a bubble on its way to the catch. So it's going to be a mark either way, and it's going to be an opportunity for Prince Alfred to extend their lead. About 25, 30 metres out, straight in front, makes no mistake, beautifully done there. Another goal on the board for Prince Alfred. And that is Garrels, who was the one that did all the hard work up the field and span out of trouble. Gets rewarded for his efforts down the field and scores another goal, his second for the match. 6 different goal kickers for Prince Alfred. 6 different goal kickers for Prince Alfred, but only one of them has won. So there's been 5 different goal kickers with multiple goals, and I think that goes a long way to winning big matches like this one. The clearance coming through for Payneham. They have a chance here. Oliver Clark's there. He gets caught on the ball. Yes, it is. Well called, and Clark gets caught by Theo Durakopoulos. Rahul asking for it potentially, or maybe just giving him some advice, but Theo is going to line up from about 40. Not too much of an angle to think about. The kick coming, got very close to the man on the mark, doesn't quite make the distance either, and it's punched through for a rush behind. Five, 10, 40, plays 14, 8, 92.
Shut up, lady.
52 points to margin. 5 minutes played in this last quarter. Long kick. Again, nicely done. Finds a teammate. Has the time to take a bounce. Centering kick. James Bentley's there. Punch from the defence. Good effort. Still alive here. Still a bit of work to do for the Payneham defence. It finds its way out to a Prince Alfred player. It's going to be a free kick. Brought back. It's going to be a free kick to Payneham. Right in front of the scoreboard there. Not exactly sure what that was for, but it didn't garner too many complaints from the Prince Alfred players, so it's probably there. Good mark there by Garrels. Quiet first quarter, but since then he's been good. Long high kick, again to the goal square. They've done this a few times, where they just kick it to the goal square and hope for the best. Clark picks it up nicely. Beautifully picked up, dribbling along the floor, and dribbles through for a point. He wanted the kilo sausages, thanks to Jag Meatworks, but it was not to be. They play on quickly, Payneham. They struggled with kick-ins for most of this match. That's better. I like it when they play on, just before the defence can really get set up behind the ball. Thank you once again to Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, Classic Clashes, Custom ORTC, High Five E-Bikes, Dartfish, Archie's, Jag Meatworks and Kimberley Resorts. Kicked forward by Prince Alfred once again to a dangerous position. Takes a few interesting bounces. The defence does better there. Clears it, but to no one in particular. Clark's the only one there. Theo's now putting in some pressure on him. Good tackling by Theo Durakopoulos, and gets rewarded with holding the ball. That's his second holding the ball this quarter. He's put some good pressure on. Long kick forward, looking for none, goes over the top of him. Matt Nye's there though, nicely picked up, clever. The handball not to his teammates' advantage. A little bit too hard, a little bit too wide, and because of that, lose possession. Now it's Pitt. Pitt to Schmidt, back to Pitt, has an opportunity, has about 2 players free in the forward line. He didn't see him, instead went to the player who was not free, and because of that, holding the ball. Unusual from Pitt there, usually has the vision to see that kind of thing. Had 2 players free and could not find them. Once again, I think it is very much safe to say that the result here is finished, but the match is not finished in terms of percentage point of view. Because of this performance, depends on the score, depends on next week's results. Payneham could get relegated based on percentage, so they're going to have to go hard and try and bridge the gap and reduce the damage done by percentage. Schmidt cleanly picked up, beautiful inside 50, but again just didn't look where it's kicking, straight to Mackenzie Bauer, probably the best player for Payneham today. But his kick again goes to the wrong place. It's going to be back inside for another inside 50. And another stoppage. 9 minutes played in this final quarter. And then behind there, so just the 1 point added.
Where are you going? Not next week, the week after. Yes.
Good mark there by the Payneham attacker, Viney. Again, nothing up forward. They have to wait till all his teammates flood forward. Now they're in position. He pokes it forward. And now the shot from the boundary line in the goal square. Looking for the soccer kick forward. Again, the defence is there to cut it off. Pitt. And as well as a few others. With the long kick to Howard. And that almost sums up Payneham's day. They did all that hard work to get it into the goal square. Couldn't finish off their work, even with the soccer kick, and was immediately cleared out from the defence. And they find a mark on the wing. So just basically sums up how their day has been. Nothing's quite worked for them, and just a little bit cleaner for Prince Alfred. A little bit more hunger, I feel, which you wouldn't have expected coming in. Howard wins the free kick. Handballs it to Pitt. Pitt with a nice kick. A beautiful darting kick. Plays on quickly to Moore. Moore now to the advantage of his attacker. Looking for the mark. Beautifully done. And from the free kick that maybe the crowd were not too happy with, but they made the most of it. From Pitt to Kelly to Moore. And now an opportunity for a goal for Henry Slade. Lining up for his third goal of the game. Makes no mistake. And Henry Slade kicks his third. 3 players with 3 goals or more. And it's going to be very hard to win football games when you concede 3 players having 3 goals or more. (5-10-40) plays 15-10-100 even, so it's 60 points the margin. Again, last time in round 8, Payneham won that one by 4 points. I think a lot of us expected something similar here this afternoon, but it's not to be. But once again, I keep mentioning it because there's still something to play for now. The percentage game is still in play, and Payneham need to really fix up to stop the percentage getting too high, or they might be relegated next week. Of course, Payneham in start of the season with, we'll see what happens here first with the Harry Viney. Kicks it through, so he's having a good day. Individually, 4 goals for him. And well done by his teammates there, finding him and knowing he can make the distance and has the accuracy. But as I was saying, Payneham started the season with Jeremy Cheney as their coach. Finishes off with Ben Hunt, sacking him halfway through the season, hoping it'd make a difference. They found their way outside the relegation zone, so that helped for a bit. But today is definitely a match that they did not expect to have. A home win would have been enough to survive relegation, but now it's still up for grabs, and they go from favourites probably to staying up to now, you'd say Prince Alfred would have to be favourites after this performance, and after seeing next week's fixtures. Ball up on the far wing, trying to soccer kick it there was none. Instead, it's been chopped off and gone the other direction. The kick not the best. On hands and knees, handballs it. Is Bauer, Mackenzie. but it's once again turned over into the goal square once again. Big fly from 2 players there, no mark taken, and goes out for a boundary throw-in. It's almost a strategy of Prince Alfred. I noticed every time they go inside forward line, they just kick it towards the forward, the inside 50 square, and just not hope for the best, but they have players deliberately set up there. They try and mark it good. If not, their crummers get involved. It's kind of a strategy that's a bit interesting. Usually you try and find targets around the ground. A lot of their goals have come from in close because of that strategy. Tap backwards and over the top, looking for the rush behind. He does eventually do that, so Payneham now can get the kick in. Long kick again, just an outnumbered situation. Couldn't quite take the mark, but it's just going to be another stoppage.
Let's put it in, bud. Let's go, man.
And Prince Alfred with another inside 50, centering ball, looking for a mark. It's a high kick, so no mark taken. An opportunity now if they can find a quick snap away. Here comes the snap through the middle, makes no mistake of it, and a beautifully done goal for Henry Slade once again, who has 4. And Slade with his 4th goal of the afternoon joins Bentley on 4. And some unreal finishing from Prince Alfred, opposed to Payneham, who was still in the negatives goal to point ratio, 6 goals, 10 behinds. Back in the middle. It's getting a little bit darker here at Payneham Oval, and it's almost a bit of a metaphor for how Payneham's afternoon went, just a little bit darker. But that was a nice play there. Getting involved was Matty Nunn, and when it gets in his hands, usually good things happen. And when it gets in Harrison Viney's hands with a great mark like that, he usually finishes off with a goal. He has 4 this afternoon. He's been the shining star for Payneham so far, lining up for his 5th to increase his goal tally for the afternoon. Even he is missing to the right. Plays it on quickly. Pitt with a massive kick, probably about 60, 70 metres. Takes a good mark, and they're just doing whatever they like, really, Prince Alfred here. Running down the wing, handballing it, taking marks, taking kicks. Look at the numbers here they have. Jolly. Handballs are wide. Handballs are to no one in particular. Garrels putting the pressure on. They had about 3 players there, and unusually for Jolly, made the wrong decision. Tried to take on the tackle himself instead of handballing it wide. And because of that, Payneham can go out and do a bit of a counter-attack here if they're a bit clean. Greaves, the big ruckman, bends down nicely. Finds Matt Nye. Big kick inside 50. Viney, no mark taken. An opportunity here if they can put the pressure on. The pressure was good. Forces just a nowhere kick from Prince Alfred. They have the numbers as well. Greaves with a bit of a push. Maybe lucky to get away with that one. And now it's going to be play on. And Nye finds a teammate. And finds Harry Viney again. Just like a few minutes ago. 4 for the afternoon, lining up for number 5. We know he has the ability to make the distance from here. $32 goals coming into this game, so with 4 goals makes it 36 for the season. Lining up for his 5th in this match. He does. And Viney completes his 5. Only 7 goals all game for Payneham, and Harrison Viney has 5 of them. The other 2 going to Tom Wagner and Chris Dancing. Nearly 20 minutes played here in the final quarter.
Come on, man! Let's go! I've got that much money.
54 points the margin. So they still haven't quite won the quarter. 48 points at 3/4 time. An opportunity now for Prince Alfred over the top. No mark taken. Still alive in a dangerous position. It's going to be Payneham's free kick. 48 points at 3/4 time. 54 points at the moment. Taj Rahui fighting hard for it, as he always does, on the bottom of the pack. It's going to be a stoppage.
So you're done?
2 goals to 3 this quarter, again to Prince Alfred's favour. So not as many goals as that 3rd quarter. So I wouldn't expect a 29, 30-minute quarter this time around. Nine goals combined in that 3rd. Only 5 so far in this quarter. Jolly getting tackled nicely there. Big punch forward from the ruckman. Payneham. Sparkle trying to insert himself here. Good mark there. Quickly spins around. Got to go fast. That's exactly what he does before the defence can get us set up. Deep inside the forward line, goes for the big fly, Viney, no mark taken. And 2 teammates collide there, hopefully they're alright. Still down is one of them. But Payneham collide with each other. In the pocket, can they find a quick snap away? Again, good tackling, still alive. But until the umpire's whistle, it will now be another stoppage. Oh, bit sore. One of the Payneham players off the ball. Crouched down. Looks like it's Viney actually, which is not a good thing to see. The shot from the pocket, however, looks like it's gone in. Great goal there. One of the better goals, thanks to Jag Mework's snag of the day. That could be up there for one of the snags of the day. I'm not sure exactly who kicked it, right in the pocket. I believe it might have been Matt Knight. I wouldn't be surprised. I'll give it to him. But what a great finish. Back to 48 points the margin, what it was at 3/4 time. So they've nearly winged the quarter, Payneham, so that's a good sign at least. They need to get a few more goals if possible, just for the percentage. I keep mentioning it, but if they get relegated by percentage, then you'll know why I'm mentioning it. 2 percentage difference coming into this one, and now a 48-point lead so far is going to definitely impact next week's matches. An opportunity here for Schmidt to try and clear it. Takes a bounce, so no mark taken. Spinning out of trouble. But the inside 50, nice by Sanzo. Nicely done, no mark taken, but Nye again's there. And Wagner trying to spin out of trouble. Goes back to Rahui. Rahui usually a good finish. Beautifully kicked. Straight through the middle. And a great goal there by Taj Rahui. A well-deserved goal. He's been working hard all afternoon for Payneham with no reward as of yet, but that was a beautiful kick from about 45 out. And that means that goal, it's a small win. A small win for Payneham because that means they are winning the quarter. They're winning the quarter by a goal. 42 points the margin. Pete stoppage in the middle. Tap down, or maybe didn't get rid of it properly. Play on to the umpire. Schmidt with the clearance. Over the top. No mark taken. It's going to be a free kick though. Mackenzie Bauer, very, very good this afternoon. Great kick as well. Finds Matty Nunn. A few people calling for it. Matt and I, one of them, decides to go there. And that's why you go to Nye. Super mark there. He's calling for it for a good 10 seconds. And in the end, Nunn's like, fine, you want it? And sits it up for him. And then why not? And what a great mark for Matty Nye. Good kick by Nye. Looks like it's going to fall just short. And also wasn't on target, so still an opportunity. The ball's still alive. Couldn't add to the scoreboard, unfortunately for them, but it will be an opportunity now for Payneham with another stoppage inside their forward line. Looks like it's going to be a last possession deliberate. Ruckman had no intention of keeping it in, just punched it outside, and it's going to be Matty Nunn with a chance. So what about playing on? The umpire said, wait a second, we've got to set up the mark first. So maybe a bit of a teaser on what he's going to do. Spins around. Beautiful goal. And Nunn on the siren. Finishes it nicely. And they win the quarter. They win the quarter nicely. 107 in the end. Prince Alfred the winners to 71 from a 48-point margin at three-quarter time. They win the quarter and in the end only lose by 36, which again, on a normal home and away game, it was round 2. I wouldn't really be talking about the margin as much, but the percentage makes a big difference. Prince Alfred now move into 8th out of the relegation zone on percentage, and Payneham moved into 9th into the relegation zone on percentage with 1 round to go. Next week, Glenunga, a team that can't move on the ladder, can't go up, can't go down. They are in no man's land. They have not much to play for against Payneham Nord Union, who have everything to pay for. And then the other game, Prince Alfred versus Golden Grove. Golden Grove with the best attack and the top goal scorer in the Adelaide Footy League Division 1. They will be looking at that one very closely, do the Payneham players, in case they're getting defeated by too much, because Golden Grove have a lot to play for. Payneham, Glenunga not so much, so Payneham could try and reduce the margin or even win. If they win, they're probably safe. If not, they're looking at the margin, because that could make a big difference. Golden Grove will be looking as well to add some percentage, so it's going to be very interesting to see what happens next week. But for now, Prince Alfred lose, they get relegated. They didn't lose. Congrats to them. They got the job done. It sets it up beautifully for round 18 of the Division 1 Adelaide in the Adelaide Footy League, thanks to BTR Excavations. We'll keep you up to date on everything all along. Quickly, we'll look at the goal scorers. Bentley with 4, Slade with 4 for Prince Alfred, 3 for Scott Bentley, Ned McHenry with 2, Garrels with 2, and 1 for Schmidt. As for Payneham, a couple singles, Nye, Rahui, Tom Wagner, Nunn, and Chris Danzig, but Harrison Viney with 5. We'll wrap up here for this afternoon's match. A big game. Please check out all our social media channels for next week's crucial match. Prince Alfred winning today, keeping their season alive for at least 1 week further, if not for next year. Thanks for listening, and we'll be back next week with plenty more Adelaide Footy League action.